Pro boxing fans, we are here in Ipswich, of all places, for the final countdown to 2 days left. Fabio Wardley, your guy, Justis Huni. Talk to me about this, Frank. A lot of nights have been played out that look, Frank Warren's made a wrong decision in this. Do you firmly feel like your man on Saturday night is going to be stronger in there against Fabio Wardley?
Look, I think firstly, respect to both guys because it's a real fight. You know, two brilliant fighters coming together, two fighters in a great position. Both of them independently and risking it, where a lot of fighters wouldn't do that. I think Justis Huni will be too good for Fabio Wardley, but one thing we've always seen with Fabio Wardley is that he proves us wrong, and he turns up and he delivers big performances. So I think Justis is a favourite, but it is a close fight, and it's the kind of fights we need to see more of. And like I say, respect to both of them. We're in for a treat come Saturday, all live on DAZN.
I do want to talk about other things quickly. August the 16th is the date touted for the Queensbury and Matchroom 5v5. Is that what we're looking at in Riyadh right now?
I think it was at one point. I doubt it will be for that one, but I do see us doing a 5v5 again soon. We need that revenge, and it's going to come.
Can I ask you, is that going to be in Riyadh? Because obviously there's so much noise that it's going to be in Riyadh and it's going to be 5v5. Are we looking at that in Riyadh?
Look, that's been a discussion that's been had on multiple occasions. But I think as we're seeing here, there's a lot more work being done between us. You know, you've got this fight here, you've got Balutas stepping in on late notice to fight McGraw on our June 21st show as well. And then you've got Reece Bellotti as well, fighting over on their show on July 26th. So, you know, it's good. Fights are being made, and that's got to be the focus. Proper fights happening.
A fight that's not going to get made is Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney. It seems like, from what we're looking online, is Teo's probably not happy with the terms in regards to the money that he's receiving, and obviously there's been a back and forth and maybe a little spat, and he's apologised to Turki Al-Sheikh. But what did you make of that situation?
Look, you've got a lot of big characters, haven't you, involved in that? Not just the sons, but the fathers as well. So it was never going to be easy. But anything's possible. It's a crazy sport. If any man can make it happen, it's Turki Al-Sheikh, let's be honest. You know, and can cut through the bullshit between people. But maybe it's gone too far. I don't know. But it's a big fight if it can be made. You know, there's lots of other fights for both of them, if not.
In regards to Anthony Joshua, I did speak to you last time about a 3-fight deal with Turkey and everything else. You couldn't give much away then, but the closer we're getting towards Anthony Joshua coming back, well, what's the latest with Anthony right now?
He's obviously had minor surgery, so he's be back training, getting back fit in the gym and getting ready and prepared for what's next. The decision we make next is the biggest in his career, I believe. So, we've got to make that right call, and we've got to make sure he's 100% when we do that. So, hopefully news soon, nothing just yet, but, aim to be back out latter part of this year.
There was rumours, obviously, one of the fights, the Dillian White fight. In your eyes, is that a fight that you think that would potentially gather the attention of the fans if that fight was to happen?
Yeah, of course. Look, Dillian White, Anthony Joshua's got narrative, just like Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder's got a huge amount of narrative. All of these fights are possible. There's opportunity there. Let's see.
Tyson Fury, any talks with him? Not yourself, but you're in the background.
I saw him in Monaco.
Yeah,
I don't really talk to him about boxing. We had a good chat. It's the first time I really spent time around him. But yeah, no boxing chat. Look, he's enjoying himself. He's filming his Netflix documentary. If he decides that he is fully retired, which he's saying he is, then good luck to him. He's done so much in the sport, deserves a lot of credit. If he wants to come back, we all want to make the Anthony Joshua fight. Obviously, it's the biggest fight out there. So, from my perspective, fingers crossed he does come back.
Final one, I know you've got to go. You've got a train to catch. Lomachenko announcing his retirement. Just give me your thoughts on what a career he's had.
Tremendous career. Look, won a world title in third or fourth fight. Went on to do amazing things. Broke our hearts in a few fights against our guys. But a tremendous fighter, deserves so much credit and respect. And but look, it's good because it sets up the opportunities for the younger generation coming through. And that man is Andy Cruz, who fights for a final eliminator for the IBF title to put himself in number 1 position on June 14th. He comes through that against Mishiro. He sets himself up for that world title challenge. So good for opportunity for our guy. But yeah, all respect to Vasiliy Lomachenko on a tremendous career.
Actually, before you go, you said if your guy loses, you're going to be going to the Queensbury office. But what happens if their man loses? Nothing was different.
You'll have to ask Frank.
All right, wicked. Frank Smith, always a pleasure, mate. Thank you very much.